Grand Rising, my everythings. I hope that you all are doing well. If you are new to the channel, welcome. If you would like to get notified anytime that new reads are being posted, please feel free to subscribe and also hit that notification bell. This read is going to be for Scorpio. Scorpio, I'm seeing that the spirit of true self is seeking security in people. Surrounded in the experiences that you're having during the cycle of this read, I'm also seeing the land of the free and the home of the brave. And I'm also seeing that with hashtag pure magic. So something that I'm also seeing that's been influencing your experiences that you've been having are snakes. And the challenge that you've been going through is maintaining your innocence as you're seeking security in people. Okay? I can completely understand. That's all that I'm going to say. And I'm going to just leave it at that. Okay? So, I'm seeing a lot. Nonetheless, I'm seeing that the soul has been teaching the spirit of true self lessons in regard to the northern and the eastern wind. So with the northern wind, it has to do with partnerships, community building, stuff like that. And specifically with the northern wind, I'm seeing the ocean. Okay? This could have to do with like your dreams, or do you know how they say there are a lot of fish in the sea? Like that kind of thing, or like you're referencing a bunch of people representing like your community. Then I'm also seeing that the soul is teaching the spirit of true self a lesson in regard to the eastern wind. With the eastern wind, it has to do with perception. So I'm seeing six pack. Six pack can represent your perception of it, right? Like if someone or you has a six pack, or like as a physical feature, or if you're working on a six pack. Like I said, it is coming through the read with the eastern wind as a form of perception. So it is based on your perception of what a six pack is during the cycle of this read, how valuable it is, what it means to you, why your spirit is navigating towards it or away from it. Only you know, right? I'm also seeing the perception of mirrors. So if mirrors is like a reflection of you, or you're reflecting on others, take it as it resonates. Okay? So I'm seeing a picture card. And picture is a representation of looking at pictures, missing someone may be missing you, a sense of nostalgia, or making new memories, self-indulgence. So with self-indulgence, it says self-worth, knowing your value, taking the time to heal, doing the shadow work, and appreciating self. Then I'm seeing engagement ring. It says higher commitment, eternity, partnership and union, and completion. So you could have been like in a relationship with someone or a group of people, take it as it resonates. It when I say relationship with like a group of people, I mean like friendships, family, stuff like that. So take it as it resonates. It could be steered towards like romantic relationships, though it also could be steered toward interpersonal ones, like people that you work with, family, friends, etc. Right? There is a sense of nostalgia as you are seeking security in people, and like I said, going through the challenges, overcoming the challenges of maintaining your innocence, because it is based on your perception of what right and wrong is. Okay, so in this energy, I'm also seeing, like I said, you getting a sense of self-worth, taking the time to heal, and also doing the shadow work. Maybe because you're in a higher commitment, maybe because you're in a union, take it as it resonates. Nonetheless, I'm just seeing that you're navigating through this ocean of people, and you may have come across some beings that you perceive as snakes. So it's either they're a threat to you or you're a snake charmer. Take it as it resonates. Or they may be reflecting upon you that you're a snake or you're a serpent. Being serpentine is not always a bad thing, though like I said, this is the eastern wind, so it has to do with your perception. So if you're perceiving that, then it's the security that you're seeking that's got you in that energy. Okay, so the messages and specific emotions that are associated with the overall read are for you not to panic, for you not to feel inferior. There's an energy of like being way too busy, like way too busy for drama, way too busy for mess, you know? For you to feel joyous, or like that the energy is that you are overjoyed, or like that you're getting joy from these people that you found security in. This person, there's a sense of devotion. I'm also seeing you're in your own zone. So you're focused on yourself, or you're focused on the dynamic of the union of your relationship. For you to feel amazed, or someone is amazed by you. And I'm also seeing lesson learned. Okay? So, if you're not familiar with how it is that I do my reads, I do them based on time that has been offered or is available to me for me to be able to share the message with you. So thank you. The time that has been offered to me is the Four of Cups. The Four of Cups is a representation of a divine offer. So thank you. In this energy, it's being received as like ancient and also inspirational. So I don't know if I'm being perceived that way, or if the offer itself is being perceived that way. Nonetheless, thank you. Then the energy that I see you in for the cycle of the read is the Ten of Rods. So with the Ten of Rods, it is a representation of like maybe you felt overwhelmed. And the reason why I say that maybe you felt that way, like in past tense, because it's referring to the energy that you were in during the cycle of the read. It's not necessarily saying that you're still in that energy now. What it is saying is that according to what we're going to talk about has happened during the cycle of the read, this is the energy that you were in. Okay? So the Ten of Rods is representing like that maybe you were overwhelmed, maybe overindulgent, maybe you were carrying the weight of the world on your shoulders, something like that. So being able to self-indulge and marveling in the magic of the fact that you do live or exist in a country where it's like the land of the free and the home of the brave, makes you a little bit more resilient amongst those snakes, even if they're a reflection of you. you're being received in this energy is like not sorrowful. So I'm just seeing like, even if you, that way too busy card, right? So even if you were like working really hard or feeling like you had a lot on your plate, or like maybe that you were overwhelmed, or maybe that you missed someone, right? Because that card was in there too. That you're not like in, oh, okay. So it's saying that you weren't overindulgent or like overpowered or overbeared. So this could have just like been a warning sign. Okay. Because I'm also seeing that like you were feeling challenged with maintaining your innocence. So maybe that's like something that was kind of like worrying you. Like, I don't want to do the wrong thing. That's kind of like what I'm seeing. Like you didn't want to do the wrong thing. Or you didn't want your living to go in vain. Because you're not sorrowful in this energy. You're not weighed down or like worrisome in this energy. You're not obsessive or what's the word, addicted to anything in that energy, like overindulgent. So it's more so like you're carrying a lot of probably everyone else's troubles. Or you're worried about maybe being like sinful. And that comes from the stigma of like people saying you're born into sin. And that could make someone afraid to live. I'm not projecting that is the kind of energy that you're in. It's just kind of what I'm seeing. Like you want to maintain your innocence. Though you're perceiving people to be snakes, and it's like, if they're snakes, then I might be a snake. So I'm just like seeing that you're not in this Ten of Rods energy is like a bad thing. I'm seeing it that is just like a check. Like you're checking yourself, or you're checking to, yeah. So I pulled an angel card to give some clarity, and it says you're ready. So really what I'm seeing is like maybe that someone was worried. Like maybe you were worried that you weren't ready to get married. Maybe you were worried that you weren't ready to be in union with someone. Maybe you didn't feel like you were valuable, right? Maybe you didn't feel like you were worthy. And I'm seeing that that's because like maybe your subconscious or your conscious was like, well, you're born into sin. Though I'm also seeing like that's not the overwhelming and overbearing energy that you were in. Like you weren't in that energy as overbearing, overwhelming. You were just like worried that you weren't ready. And the angels are like, you're ready. So let's see like what's going on during the cycle of the read, because you learned a lesson. So in the past position during the cycle of this read, I'm seeing that you were in the Two of Cups, which is showing me that maybe you met someone romantically that you could trust, that you were in love with. I am seeing that it was like a mystical coming together, and you're very smitten by this person because you find them really attractive, and you're also being received in this energy is like not selfish. So you're not a selfish lover, or that person isn't a selfish lover. Then I'm seeing that you were in this moon energy, which is also being reflected in the picture energy. And mind you, with that picture energy, it does say like looking at old photos or missing someone, or like a sense of nostalgia, though it also has to do with like making new memories. So in the moon energy, I'm seeing that you're being received as like revolutionary. So maybe when someone is looking back on your past or your history, you're being received as a revolutionary, like, because the moon energy has to do with like memories, and then also the emotions that are associated with those memories. And if someone is reflecting on the time that they had with you and the memories that they made with you and the emotions that are associated with you, it's strongly coming through that you were a revolutionary, that you are the reason or the source for a lot of change that happened in the world. And I'm seeing that it was for good, because you got this angel card that shows me that during the cycle of the read, that's the part that says that you're ready. Okay? Because whoever this is, whoever these people are that are in this moon energy, it's also like a part of the bridge that brings you into this that brought you into this 10 of Cups energy. So that is showing me that there was like a lot of joy, a lot of happiness. Like the 10 of Cups is like, you know how it said that you were in the 10 of Rods for the cycle of the read? So I'm seeing 10-10. That's a representation that there was the end of a cycle. And it has to be this. So we'll talk about it. So it says that you're ready, and then it says the 10 of Cups. There's like joy, happiness, because you're very lively and you're not in that energy of irritation as you're experiencing this sort of fulfillment, joy, excitement, like favor. It's like you're pure magic, right? And then I'm seeing this 9 of Swords energy, where that may have been like the sense of nostalgia, because people are seeing that they had amazing and great times with you, where there was a revolution that happened with you, and then a celebration of good times, though there was also some type of sadness with this 9 of Swords, where there was the overcoming of some type of dysfunction. So I'm seeing that happened because there is some justice that's going to happen in the future for you, okay? So whatever this 9 of Swords was, could have had to do with the serpents. What were these emotions? Panic and inferiority. So maybe whatever it is that happened in the 9 of Swords had to do with other people. Maybe that snake energy, that were feeling panicked and inferior, or they were trying to project that kind of energy onto you after you were in that revolutionary celebratory type of energy. And then the 9 of Swords energy kind of made you feel like disappointed. So I'm seeing that was the time to do the inner work. The thing about the experiences of things that are not so great, even when it's coming from people with ill intentions, right? It's still a part of God's plan to upgrade you, right? So I'm just seeing that is what happened, because like, yeah, like somebody tried to disappoint you or have you in an energy of dysfunction. It's like whoever these people are, they may have thought like that were probably being deceptive to you or whatever. Maybe they thought that you were going to be depressed and like that you were always going to feel inferior to them, right? However, you utilize that time to recognize your self-worth and your value, and you utilize that time to heal and to do the shadow work. And now it's like you appreciate yourself more, because towards the end of the cycle of the read, you're in this, there's either this Knight of Pentacles that comes into your life, or you're in this Knight of Pentacles energy with this star energy, which is a representation of a wish coming true. So it's like, yeah. So the Knight of Pentacles energy is like someone that's ambitious about chasing the bag, or like, yeah, that's kind of what I'm seeing. Every time I see the Knight of Pentacles, it just reminds me of that song, like, got my mind on my money and my money on my mind. So that's the Knight of Pentacles kind of energy, like someone that's ambitious to paper chase and make money, and not like in a bad way. It's just someone that's like, you know, I'm ready, that kind of energy. And maybe it's something that you were praying for or wishing for, because it's paired with the star energy. So it's like your wish is coming true. And I'm seeing that you're in this energy not as arrogant or anything like that. You're coming across as very attractive and tender, if that's a good word. Like, you're being very careful about how it is that you move forward. And that also could have to do with like you wanting to maintain your innocence. And that's just what I'm seeing. So that's it for the cycle of the read. Let's talk about the future. So in the future, I'm seeing that you will be in the Six of Rods energy. The Six of Rods energy is a representation of having all of the tools that you need that are necessary to be successful, and also having the support that you need as well. Yeah, so that's just really what I'm seeing. And then I'm also seeing that like you're being very low-key and quiet is kept about how you move forward in that energy, because it ain't everybody's business. Like I said, I was seeing that there was a lesson learned. So this is another thing, like what I'm saying is why you went through that Nine of Swords in the past, because it's a lesson learned. Like, everybody don't need to be in your business. Okay? You are being received in this energy as loyal, and it's like a wish or a dream come true for you. So this person or these people that are being really supportive to you are loyal to you, and you're being received as loyal as well in that energy, trustworthy, stuff like that. Okay, so then there's, as far into your future as I can see, is this justice. So you get this divine justice because you were in the Ten of Rods energy. And the fact that you were in that Ten of Rods energy and probably wondering or worrying about if you were equipped, or if you had the knowledge or the resources or whatever it is that you were worried about, the angel said that you're ready. So you're ready, you know. And then whenever you went through whatever that challenge was with the Nine of Swords, you were able to overcome it and bounce right back, because a wish came true for you. It's like God is never going to abandon you if you call on that energy, that resource to be there for you when you feel like you can't trust others. Even as you have been seeking security in people, sometimes you just got to give your vulnerability to God and let other people have the space and time to grow on their own. Okay? That's the advice I take for myself, so that's the only reason why I'm saying it so confidently. So then you have this divine justice in the future where you're being received as like brave and bold, and the justice is a little bit rare because these people, or like maybe even you, didn't expect to be in this kind of energy in your future. Well, guess what, honey? You're gonna get some justice. So in this energy, you're not being received as desperate, right? You're not doing anything out of desperation. You are in that balanced energy of, like I said, getting your justice. And the lifestyle that's also that you're living is it's like luxurious and lavish. So you're brave, you're bold, you're living lavishly. I'm hearing living large. And good for you. Right? Really good for you. So, let me tell you why I'm seeing that you have this justice. Now, these all came out together. Feelings of not being enough. You overcame that in the 9 of Swords energy. Or maybe you overcame that with the 6 of Rose energy. Either way, you overcame it. And then the clock. It's like you don't need more time because you know that you are enough. The angels have confirmed it. You're ready. I'm just seeing like you're reflecting upon the world externally, that healing that you've done within. So if God is for you, who can be against you? Okay. And then there is a sense of liberation as something about you is remaining the same. Like something is consistent, and it's probably like your relationship with this engagement ring. So even as someone thought that there was going to be like a tragic ending or something like that to your commitment, could be like your relationship with God, or could be relationship, you know, that you romantically have with someone else. Regardless, that relationship ain't ending, and that's your justice. Right? And that's because there's that completion with that joy, that happiness, that fulfillment, and you did the inner work. So there isn't competition or any type of enemy. You know what this is reminding me of? How sometimes in life we get told that, you know, we are the source that reflects, you know, out into our reality what it is that we attract. And if you are a compilation of every single element that even the universe is made of, then surely you'll attract all types of stuff. However, for this specific thing, it's like because you've done that inner work and you've healed, maybe for the lividity or the longevity of your partnership or your union, I'm just seeing you're not in competition with anyone. Like your partner knows that you're doing the work. God knows that you're doing the work. And you know that you're doing the work. Right? Or that person is doing the work to make sure that you're a priority. And there's no need to look over your shoulder because there's no other woman. And that's your justice. Then I'm seeing that there's no backstabbing. So there's no shocking attack of a tragic ending of your coveted relationship. There's no deception and lies. There's no separation and loss. There's no heartbreak and pain. So if you wanted any other type of justice, I think this is the kind that you deserve. I think that's very well suited for you. Because if you were dealing with feelings of inferiority or panic because you felt like you didn't deserve to be happy, well, I'm confirming that and approving that you do deserve to be happy, and you will get that justice. So, Scorpio, I do send you love, light, and healing energy, and I will see you all next time. Bye.
Hey, my everythings. I hope that you all are doing well. So we have a goal.
Do you know how I do the service projects like American Red Cross, Habitat for Humanity, working with FEMA? I'm in the recruitment process for a new government service project that requires relocation, and your girl needs some money. So if you or anyone that you know is willing to help in the support or the move, I would greatly appreciate it. Make sure that you like, share, and subscribe, because we only have a few months. I know it's like a last minute ask, though this is something that we really need so that everything can go out and make a difference, okay? Thank you so much, and I appreciate you all for supporting the channels.